What up? Alright. Let's do this, baby. You're at the parents' dimension. Where anything goes except for Rico. Alright. Alright, so let's get the workout on and going, done with. I'm not going to try to do anything too amazing today. I do want to push it as always. Maybe step back out here in the Room Fit Central and do another one by the 19 before we go to bed. It's been working. Okay, so and it's really nice to see the camera and just to have it look like there's a lot of space. It looks pretty dope widescreen. And I mean, just to see your whole body is a fucking refreshing little awesomeness. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do is, of course, stick with the seated. My back is starting to feel better. It feels good to even just do this, you know. You know, you see dogs, they get their stretch on sometimes during the day. That's what that shit feels like. After it's been sore. If you notice your dog didn't used to really stretch much, and then as time progresses, they begin their fucking stretch on. They don't bullshit. Like, damn, man, I love life so much. I've been running around, chasing ass, and fucking bro, these tree ass bone days, these earlobes out here, and fucking get stretched out. Life's too good. And they're still a puppy. Alright, as always, Diablo Loco, just to set me straight. I forgot to drink a Red Bull yesterday. Kinda mad about that. I like my job. Oh shit! I'm gonna fucking call and see if they're not open yet. They need any fucking help. Cause it was a busy day yesterday. And I'm gonna see if I can go in there. You know. I love my job. Alright, I get it. I look super attractive. Moving on. Diablo Loco. Find your drink. People, thanks. People might like Monster Energy drink better. I don't like Monster Energy at all. Cheers. I figured I drink this and just get started instead of saving. Oh, I got a spider. Dropping down.
Killer spider? It's dangerous.
See a lot of spiders lately. And back up it goes. Goes. So I went to the sports park yesterday. Super dope. Like I said, it's a blessing, you know. Do my 2 or 3 workouts. I mean, it'll do if you know what you're doing, which I do. city. Anyway. Let's get to it, shall we? Alright, so let's just get into the shoulder, overhead shoulder presses. Like I said, seated is where I want to go with it, and stay. So dropping down, going up. Let's just see how many times I can do it. Definitely, so drop down to 30, go back up, drop down again, go back up, drop down again. So drop down, go up, down, up, down. So 5 times might be a bit much. So let's just do 4. Down, up, down, up. I do look cool as shit. So I've been working out for over 7 years, and that's how that works. You gotta not stop. You have to keep going, and you're always gonna pretty much look pretty good, and you'll know how to look good the next day, basically, after you put in a bunch of years. So I've been working out for over 7 years, and this is what 7 years should look like. Like you're buff, you're what is it? You're gonna B-roll actor. What is it like? You're a low budget actor, you know? You're not a famous, I forgot what it was called. You know, the guys in them, like, the common actor, but he isn't super famous, but we know him since childhood. You look like those dudes. And that's basically, in America, this is America, that's the American dad. That's, you know, the Russian dad or the Canadian dad. You're the guy. You're healthy. You're supposed to be looking like that. You're looking like you're supposed to be looking, and clock in, clock out. But definitely, actually, went up too high on that. Kill. Don't forget this time. baby girl. Start dialing on the phone. She told me she was ready. I said, good with any coming home to be with only me. Mm-hmm. I can't put this in you. I love you. So, like I always say, don't do, if you're organic, you have a pulse, if you're breathing, no more hard drugs. It's not for our lives. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's the worst part, yo. That is the place, yo. That shit is like the greatest blessing during no gym. If you can remember your sports park area, I was actually gonna check my phone locally. Just type in where's the place I could work out at. I'm actually gonna check the nearest sports park, see if they got some workout equipment local. Love of my life. El Cerrito Sports Park. There's 5.9 miles away. And it looks like maybe set up like the other. No, this doesn't look like there's any workout equipment there. This is a sports park though. Yeah, use your Google. Who gives a shit about the porn you watch? All that stuff. It's time to grow out of it. I'm sure everybody's been thinking. I've said it before. If you've been jacking off the stuff, anything you jack off to, anything. If you thought about I shouldn't be jacking off to this, then eventually, just like I did with cigarettes, and I explained that cold turkey is how you quit cigarettes. Just those words, cold turkey. If you've even thought about something in the sense that I want to quit this, or I never want to quit this, if you thought about it in the sense that I want to quit this, then you already are going to for a fact. All right, I'll see you later. Okay. Uh, so yeah, you already heard yourself say certain things in life. They're gonna happen because you already told yourself right there that I have to quit this. I have to stop. So, I mean, that's the worst part of where I work is the best. So I'll just keep using that place, plus these dumbbells. And get it in, get it in. Get it in, get it in, get it in, get it in. I might have made that up otherwise. I was trying to take a shit out one night. You get a little drunk and start talking to everybody. Trying to get it in. Or maybe that's a song. I can't remember. So since I've been doing this, I've been starting. So I go all the way down to 30, and then go all the way back up to 52. I do the 30 twice, the 52 twice. No, it's fine. Well, thanks. Every now and then I stretch, but this isn't really stretching. Just trying to fix that shoulder. It's always twisted up. Just like this left, this right. Lemon, lower lemon was trying to have it still taking over. Shunting. Brr. I haven't watched any Lakers games lately. Sheesh. It's the worst. I watched that entire last season. I just keep missing games though. It's fucked up what it is. So just get it. What? Back down 50 pounds. Let me save this. Crater there. Criticize. Try to take me at. Or try to take me at. Take me at. Or try to take me at. Just see you sit there and try to done it. Look at the couch you just tell me about the rest. You did it for me. Yes, you did. Just seems you tried to do it. Just try to do it again. Come yourself, try to sit up there and try to do it. You was a coward. Those 40 pounds. Done it. Yes, she did. That feels nice. It's good, Brad Beat. So, tingling between the dumb toe there and the dumb toe there. Right, girl? Said that's finger technically. I feel like the middle finger of the foot. It's yes, you did. Just see, just sit up there and try to cut it. Don't do it again. straight down the middle. My whole right side was shorter than my left, and I think it started to lengthen out as my right leg is, has grown to meet my kneecaps at an even point. 35 now, and all through school, it was shorter. You know, me and other kids got a kick out of that. No pun intended, baby. I was sitting at a campfire recently at night, and never mind. Maybe if I sit at the campfire with it, I'll relate that story to you in total. Probably need a campfire. And that'll ask won't be rad. Otherwise, it just won't be fair. Wait it out. The ugly foot in it. That's right. No, you're not toes. Foot. You Purdy. First day. Walked out there sooner already. Up. 6, 7, 18. So I guess you could get too excited, but it doesn't matter. right leg gets all twisted because I had to compensate for the foot. Do that from overhead press. The science of attention. No. At least attention. It was whack, but it was hurt feelings. like it's almost there. Just like it's annoying. You got this like find that pop. Should break, break full, break that length. Stretch, extend. Told me, made me. Yeah, break up is as soon as we go get the tape. Alrighty, on to the other part. So to save it back, I always want to get this one particular workout done first. Alrighty. So today I ate breakfast first. I don't like to eat breakfast first. I like to, as soon as I work out, be completely depleted, and then go try to eat as much as I can. Only because of my abs, the stomach. But if you're not doing any ab work, you don't have any equipment, doing sit-ups is fit walk. So doing sit-ups on a flat surface, I can't do it anymore. It sucks. But if you're not in any place that you can get a real good ab workout done, then eat first before you work out. I think it's like an ACL, MCL tendon tear there. Well, it'd be a strain if I can feel it, right? So then possibly a sudden spurt in this right limb stretched one part larger than they thought it would be. So it's a weakening and lessening and more lessening pain in the progression of the settling of the leg itself as it grew. But clearly, that's got to be why it's I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, in pain because it wasn't expected to get longer. Quit cigarettes and you do grow a little bit more, even in your 30s. think this is the upper body usage with dumbbells, so more pain. So, also learned when you're doing the overhead shoulder press, the press probably any time, as long as you can safely handle the weight that you're putting above your head. Do lock the legs when you reach the above point of the press. When you're locked in there, lock your legs. Don't leave them like that or anything like that. Lock them sturdy. It'll create the foundation so you're not wiggling all off a twist, like, you know what I mean? You're not gonna feel the little tweaks all over. If you remember, do lock your legs and then focus on the press straight up and down, not all like this. Okay. Alright, so I don't know about you guys, but I know we can't fly in this perspective of existing. This is called reality, this is called real life. You can tell because we have to sleep, we have to eat, we have to take care of our health. This is the waking world. We are awake. The sun's shining in beneath the garage door that's cracked open. Okay. And what that means is that this is not heaven. This is real life. So we can't fly. Doesn't matter how it, or if you jump off of something. That's what God's plan is. This isn't that place, this isn't that location, this isn't a dream world. There's real life, rules, nothing but rules. So even if I try to fly, it's an illusion. God will bring me back down every single time. Otherwise I wouldn't be flying. So not to mislead anybody here, I'm just trying to fix my leg. And I know that I look cool, so I'm just trying to look cool on the camera for social media. You know? And plus I've seen a lot of movies. Matrix, Neo. Remember he was down in the Matrix when he took flight? He got way down and he just went, flew. So you just see a lot of movies and a lot of great looking scenes and shots in movies. We can't fly in real life. There's a thing called gravity, there's a thing called God in real life. And in unreal life, these things will probably still be present, but we won't need them. We need them to hold us down as we are capable of hurting ourselves accidentally, having too much fun. So no matter what you think you've seen in certain things, these are real. I do apologize. That stuff is real, but flying isn't, because God is God. And if you're in California right now, you can see him in the sky right now, the SUN. So he owns the skies and the skylines for now, and then we'll probably get it one day. My idea is that he created life to evolve up to his heights that were above him, though, I'm sure. But to become angels, as they told us about angels when we were kids, and nobody seemed to absorb the information for life for us. We just heard about them. But I think that is the final stage of evolution of a creature designed and created by God Almighty. The angel being, any being that is, given that they are alive, I think is important. I don't think you have to die and go to heaven to become an angel, although I'm sure that could be a way, probably definitely is a way, but if we're saying this out here, it's psychologically risky for any person, because people know the word suicide. So you don't want to give anybody any ideas about death or life if you're not doing it correctly. So as I said, I do believe as we are alive and we've evolved since our creation, since our births, we've grown taller and been able to do things that we weren't able to do when we first were born, which is survive. And it's obvious with growth, that means evolution. We're evolving since birth. And if God is as real as everyone knows and thinks he is, his final comprehension for everyone has to be that, well, what's next if you don't ever die? Well, there's one more phase of evolution, most likely. Definitely, I believe. But just be, alright, so I've just said everything. You trust me. These are my thoughts. I'm sober as can be. And as I've always understood life as it is obvious to comprehend things that are written down. As easy as that, understanding what already is. A door, a floor, there's things around that are, and we are as well. We're beings. I'm a human being. So just stay alive. Don't ever think suicide. Don't ever think give up. That's never the right answer. Period. I don't care what you're arguing about with yourself or other people. I'm telling you, suicide is a no. Live. Okay. Anyways. 35 pounds. And I don't do any more dumbbell squats after beneath 40 pounds. those legs in. I love working out. Am I addicted? No, because it's life. You better do it. It's not letting other people say, whatever they're saying to you, they're wrong. It doesn't get any more obvious that this is PE. You better pass that shit to graduate high school. So, sheesh. Working those legs. So I'm gonna see how long I can go without doing any triceps, biceps workouts. I think I went pretty long before I looked at my arms. I was like, them shits is looking sloppy. I gotta trim those nose hairs. Mustaches. Tickling me. This is impossible. So I do read the Bible already. I've mentioned that many times. It's easy reading. Unfortunately, I do think you need to be really good, a good person, in order to be able to read what God left as a helper for all of us. The Bible and things with His name on it. I think it's that simple. If you can't even read the Bible and you're an adult, you're older than me or you're as old as me, but you get afraid of it, go into your mind and assess why that is. How bad are you? How bad have you been in life? Do you be stealing? Do you fuck up people's lives? Cut all that stuff out, and I bet you'll be able, not a true bet, but I promise you, you should be able to read the Bible by then. Once you stop ruining people's lives for fun, stealing their stuff, laughing at people, you'll be alright. So I'm gonna put this on my YouTube because I'm using YouTube as I'm talking about it and going over on time. Yeah, I'm already over an hour and it doesn't even seem like it. I'm trying to stay mentally de-stressed or not stressed, unstressed, and Not worried about time. I don't do anything. I don't have I don't have a life. I work out, and what else do I do? I think that's it. I think that's all I do. I work out. I mean, my Xbox is, first of all, out of date. I need a new one, and also I'm gonna get a PS5. So I gotta find something. I gotta do. That's it. I'm a gamer, but I don't have a fucking place to plug that shit in at. So right now I'm going through the struggles. So help me out. Help me. Help me out here. So thought about, oh, he's got it all. Looks, great looks. He looks good. I'm just talking about what he looks like. Have you seen him lately? So it's feeling like my shoulders somehow are feeling strengthier. And I push it. I don't do these every time, and because I think I locked in automatic like muscle memory on when to add these in again. Because if you forget about them and then you add them in, the muscles feel sore and like they're being stretched and worked when you come back to them. But then you lose that sensation as you perform this exercise. So I think memorically, I've memorized to do that. And again, if you're watching me, you probably have a whole bunch of rules on how to live life, and I bet most of them are wrong. You can talk in life. You don't have to, you know, stay the same way you were when you were a kid, when we were told that tattletelling is a bad thing to do. Yet, an adult knows if we do that, lives get saved, people stay alive. So grow up and don't be afraid to talk. And nobody's saying, to run around trying to get everybody arrested. I'm not you. I wouldn't do that because I know I'm not a cop. And I think that just is exaggeration. People get going on their new thing and they go a little bit obsessive. All I'm saying is you look afraid. You're afraid because you told yourself as a kid, I'll never be a tattletale again. And then you grow all the way up and you realize you gotta start talking and not letting people, trip up a curb and, wake up and nobody's around to fucking patch up their bleeding head because you didn't call the fucking paramedics. Don't keep it moving on that point. On that point, dial it up, sit beside them. You don't have to touch them. You do have to comfort them until they wake up. And then you get out of there as soon as the paramedics get there. You might meet your soulmate. So anyways, good luck, folks. Social media. Let us know. You're allowed to fucking talk about whatever you want. As long as you're not going to be a criminal. It's nice out there. Nice California skies, dude. I wish I had another Diablo Loco because it tastes really good. I guess they're Buchanan Kids out here like they can be I do want to wash my hands. I'll clean these later. So no push-ups. No sit-ups, but push-ups. Do push-ups. Oh yeah. I need to go back up on my reps. And I don't like to do it different reps all over. I like to keep it one number on all muscle groups. So I don't clutter up my mind, get all upset, get all stressed and tensed in the brain. I like to be relaxed. More energy for bouncing around, I guess. So this is gonna take some time to get the strength back in it. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's just feels stiff. The joint, the pivot motion feels stiff, but not stuck anymore. Is what that is. It feels tired, but it feels fully all back there again. Completely, the leg is normal. It's just twisted, uneven, just a little, and tired. Tired and stiff and slow, as if it's asleep. Not the tingly sleep that we taught ourselves when you get that spiky, tingly feeling on your limbs. It's literally like it has a head. It's a head right there, and that head is taking a nap. And it doesn't want to get up very pleasantly or in a rush. And another thing, you just see me and I look all like at times feminine or too sexy. I'm trying to act sexy. I'm not. Like I said, I'm keeping my mind unstressed. No tension in my head. I got rid of all of the too cool, ritualistic. Oh, I'm so cool for inventing this way to do a thing. Because not all of them are the dopest sack of weed. Some weed you wish you didn't buy because it kept you up all night. You know what I mean? It didn't let you sleep. It didn't knock you out like I enjoy weed to do, the indicas. And if you're doing your sativa, you got to do it right. You can't spark up a sativa bowl in the middle of the night. It's going to keep you awake, especially if it's a true sativa, hasn't been mixed or hydrogenated in any way. It's going to keep you up and give you energy. I'm not smoking these days right now. Got to focus on life first. But no stress. So you see me in here, just like, that's me knowing myself completely now. That's me knowing myself, period. I hope everybody gets like that. Like I've told women in Orange County who say, what do you think? They were all stressed and stuff. I was like, look at us. We've been getting beat up. You guys, it is what it is. We look good. That's why we've been getting beat up and almost killed. So let's remember that. And yes, you do look good. And they just go walking off as themselves. Just like when homosexuals ask me, is it okay to be gay? I was like, fuck yeah. You're alive, aren't you? You're still alive. If it wasn't okay, you'd be in heaven, period. You know what I mean? But they kept asking. I had to figure out a way to tell them, look in the mirror and ask yourself, tell yourself what you just said, that whole story that you just shared with me, say it to yourself in front of the mirror, and then they walk away from the mirror knowing what's up, and they stop asking. That's all I've done here. I've, looked myself in the mirror and I said, I like that, the way that looks. Now, just recently, a couple weeks ago, I realized I'm adding in too many things that I think make me look cooler, but they're just the tension of my mind, so I took them out. I took those out of my head, and I don't even know what they were anymore, because it was too cool, or I didn't need it. It looked awesome, and I know how to build it, but I didn't need it. Alrighty? That's right, I just know that I'm smart, and I'm never being quiet about it again. So you're welcome. And also, like I said, be you. Figure you out, get to who you know you're trying to be, or you're going to be that. Just hurry up and get rid of that extra stuff. I'm not talking about other people, I'm talking about the ideas in your head that didn't work out. They tensed you up instead of relieving your tension. Alrighty. Look at it as this way. Look at it in this way. You have all the right ideas. Now start believing. I just told you the thing about an idea that you built that made you tense. You know how to build it. Maybe it belongs to someone else. Maybe you built it for someone else and you don't even know it. But the ideas that you build and it relieve you, that means you know what you're doing. You know how to think. That's the you that I'm talking about. Point that you out to you and be sure to understand that that's the smart you. That's the you that you need to focus on and be that you. Oh, it's 12.5 pounds. See, my leg is all messed up, so I can't do that. Unless I'm drunk, I guess. It looks like it's gang stuff, but it's not. I think it's just California and all around the multiple regions in life where people aren't actually gangbangers, but if they are also gangbangers or gang members, and where everybody goes to the club. I think what that is the generation. It's the generations like old people used to do the twist stuff. Everybody's doing it because it's that generation, and inside that generation, everybody's enjoying being a part of that generation. So it looks like that what I know I'm doing is check me out, I mean, that's all I'm doing. So it's just excitement, enjoyment of life. Alrighty, maybe everyone's already done this on YouTube and social media, maybe. But if not, I'm telling you guys, don't be afraid of life. Period. That's what I learned with social media and walking away from all my friends and relationships because that shit was hurting my feelings. Twitter was there, Instagram was there, Snapchat's there. So I just use those things, and slowly but surely, I've been doing nothing but progressing. So I'm letting you know straight out. If you haven't seen it on YouTube before, open your mouth, talk, trust yourself. That's what this social media stuff is here for. Trust them. Social world, social world. Hashtag social world. Hashtag social media. Good luck, you guys. Don't be an idiot. Don't be an idiot. Don't be a criminal. Don't break any laws. And even gang members probably don't break laws. They're just afraid of life. Like I just described to you guys. We're afraid to just open their mouths and talk. Say the things that are on their heads. Tweeting things. Trust yourself. When was the last time you committed a crime? Did you enjoy it? Trust yourself. So, especially with these front raises, they come and they go. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I might need to go back up on the rep count. But I can't now because I've tired myself out for the day. I'll try to do another workout later, but I'm not going to promise anything just because I put a good effort into this. You know, I'm talking a lot. I know the results will show tomorrow. So I don't do this half-ass. I do it. Everything I do feels really good. Yeah, except for when it gets too heavy and I'm doing 52.5, bent over like this, and I gotta cheat. So going back down on weight for everything, lean forward, dumbbell action, except for rear delts, so not everything. So I mean, like, what should I do? Should I? And also, just so we're clear, I'm not getting any help with this stuff. But that's what you guys do. Simple as this. Hey yo, you I'm not gonna play around with whatever the fuck that is. I said I don't get any help. Right? I don't need any help to do this. But people wanna pop up Obviously, they did this. They made people do this. They showed me, but you didn't show me anything. Period. If you show me this, show me once in your life where you were doing exercise anywhere. You weren't. But that's how some people are. They claim things that they did not design, they did not create, they did not build, they did not offer you, did not show. I don't know what that's all about. So I ignored it. No offense, I don't mean any meanness, it's just look at what I'm doing. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You helped me do this. No, you did not. But whatever. From there, psychosis. They're not me. They have something in mind that they thought. So that's the thing with being man, being alive and organic. Possibly that is the case. Really, um, we are, and as obvious as it's been documented, violence. We we seek to we can I stop saying being or what is that? Anyways, people harm other people. Beings alive. I don't say rely on violence, but we certainly are violence. We're not smart enough to get beat. I am. We're not smart enough to not beat. I am. But just to do a quick understanding of the study, of what we understand about being a being, and that's when in doubt and your feelings are hurt the most, try to fight your way out of nothing. We proactively commit offenses. We harm people because our feelings get hurt. And I say we because I'm sure not allowed or being allowed to say I don't or not me. So just know that about man. I think God is the one who's saying about us. Man is violent. Ask yourself about yourself between you and God and all the life that you've lived. When God's been talking to you directly, what has He said? Don't do that. Do that. And I bet you won't even do that for yourself. I'm talking to you now, not about God. I bet you yourself won't take a look at how you've been behaving in life, like that, those conversations you have with God, because you understand God was saying, do that, but don't do that, and you only did the don't do that. That's what I mean by you're violent people, and we seem to ignore God when He says you're being violent. We, or you say, person say, so what? And instead of saying, oh, okay, I'll stop, and then stop. So I can't wait to get my own place, and that will be gone. Others who can move in the shadows. In the Bible, one of the last things I read up in it before I actually decided to open up my Bible that I had sitting around in the house in my room. And I didn't read it, someone read it to me in jail. would you come out of the shadows and into the light with me? So I was like, yeah, right when the words were read. I was like, yes. um, that's not why I'm reading the Bible. I told you my story on religion. God offered me the freedom to go and live my life at 18 after I graduated high school. I turned 18, went to church for the last time, maybe at Christmas or Easter, and the sun talked down to me, maybe everybody, but I spoke back and said, I'm going to fucking live. And I did that for as many years as I could before I realized there's nothing out there in life to do. Sorry about that. That you can't do later or do better, unless also you committed to those things that you committed to when you were young, the deals that you made in life when you were growing up. I'll do this, this, and this, only until when. So like when I started smoking cigarettes right after high school, 18, I said right away when I was buying my first packs, because I was 18, and going to the store when you're 18 and buying illegal stuff is what I felt I must do. So I did it. And I smoked for about 13, 14, almost 15 years. But right away when I first got those first 2 packs that I smoked quickly, I was like, I'm gonna quit at the end of this summer. And I just kept smoking. And when 2 years rolled by, I said, oh well, I guess I'm a smoker. But I put it in my head right away that I'm going to quit. And I think that's what made me quit. Because I remember it. I remember saying it. I remember thinking, yeah, but I'm not going to smoke cigarettes for forever. So I put that in my head psychologically, a memory stored. It stayed there. And with the words cold turkey, I was able to quit. Okay? Anyways, I think that's it for workout. Unless I'm forgetting something. Yeah, no, I'm going to stop there. That's a workout. Alright.